Well, good morning, everybody. I bring you greetings today from Malaysia. This is afternoon, and I'm really excited this day to say thank you to God Almighty for the gift of life to each and every one of you out there. I say thanks be unto God for your sake. I remain yours, marvelous serial MCTV. I say a very big thank you to you that has subscribed to my video, to my YouTube channel. I say a very big thank you to as many that has liked my video. I say a very big thank you to all of you out there that has in one way or the other contributed to the widespread of my video to the social media platform. Those of you that has been sharing, those of you that has been liking, and those of you that has been subscribing, I say a very big thank you to all of you out there. I remain yours one-stop shop for the Arsenal project. Today I am bringing you the news once again about our transfers, and our transfers as it has been happening. As you all know, it hasn't been that palatable. It hasn't been that okay. But actually, we've signed one across the line, which is Pablo Mari. And there is still information coming, and links moving all around, and speculations, all the media trying to bring in. And I think the Mirror yesterday was, linking us once again with Mikola Matvienko. And, for me, apparently, I have to tell you the truth. Matvienko, I don't see the deal happening because for me, I think the option there was either Matvienko or Pablo Mari. So for me, I think for us to have gotten Pablo Mari, that means Matvienko's deal is dead on arrival. Maybe if that could happen, I don't know, but for me, I think it's not going to be possible because we can't be signing two central defenders at the same time. For me, that is what I say, because at the end of the season, William Saliba is going to be coming back, and there is still the presence of Luis and Socrates in our team, and the Chambers is also going to come back maybe by the beginning of the season, So we still have a handful of central defenders in the team. So for me, I think Pablo Mari is going to be the only option that we are going to be signing in that central defense position. So moving forward, I think the next is the signing of Cedric. This guy, Cedric Soares, is such a very nice player. No disrespect. If I'm to be honest, I must tell you, Cedric is a very nice player. Cedric Soares, I've watched him for quite some time. He has been very, very, very active. He has been a part of the team for more than 5 seasons now. He has been doing so well right from the onset, right from the day I watched him for the very first time till today. He has been improving on daily basis. Season in, season out, he has been an outstanding and classy player in Southampton. And Southampton has always produced some sort of beautiful players. You could remember the likes of Wayama. You can remember the likes of Mane, and as many, even Van Dijk. All these guys, they all came through the ranks, and they are all good, very nice, and they have so many quality players that has been able to turn things around. Wherever they go, they conquer. So I think they have some lot of good players that has passed through the ranks, and I believe that Cedric Soares is going to be one of the players that we will actually be looking towards concluding his deal. If not today, I think maybe tomorrow, as early as I think we are going to be rounding up on that deal, because for me, it's going to be a loan deal, maybe probably about £1 million, and we are going to be taking care of his bills, and maybe by the end of the season we'll be having option to sign him on, and he's actually going to take us just a little. So I think for me, Cedric is a very nice option for us, because I think it's high time for us to start playing at Nine Mills in his actual position in the midfield. And with this, if actually we can get the deal of Cedric over, I think for me, it will be the time for us to now throw in Netland Means to the midfield, because he has been established in the team already. So I think the option we are looking at in the midfield, he will now go into field. But I think what we need in that midfield for me is going to be a creative midfielder in the form of Hakan Ziyech. This is the kind of player that I have always said about. I don't know what Ateta thinks about it, but for me, I think it is high time for us to look for a really creative midfielder that is going to be, taking on players, just like people like Ramsey that can, move in out there and, without fear, without approach players like, like as if nothing is happening, just like the Henderson of Liverpool. Just like the links also that came around, I think that was yesterday, about Fleck. Fleck is such a very nice player. One thing that I have always observed in Arsenal, I don't know about other clubs, but in Arsenal, I think when you sign players that has already arrived in Arsenal, most of the times it doesn't work out for them. But you could see when Arsenal signed Thierry Henry from Juventus, he was just almost a nobody, but finally he was able to, create a hit in our club. He's the greatest amongst all our strikers now. When we signed Patrick Vieira, he wasn't a hit, but when he came on, he became what actually the world sees today as one of the greatest midfielders that has graced the game. When we signed Edu Gaspar, when we signed Freddie Ljungberg, when we signed Robin Van Persie, Serge Fabregas, Nasiri, Adebayo, all these guys, they were not at the peak when we signed them, but finally they became what they are because of the kind of game we play. So for me, I think Fleck is also going to be a very nice player because he has been playing so well in Southampton. In Southampton, he has been playing so well. I think if you also watch Bournemouth, this guy Fraser Campbell, he has been doing so well. These kind of players are the kind of players, for me, the way I see it, I think Fleck and Fraser is gonna be one of the big players that if we can sign them on and push them in, you'll be very surprised to see such players just like Mark Aarons of Norwich. These guys are the kind of guys that when you bring them on, you'll be very surprised to see where they end up tomorrow. But most of the times, if you always want to go for established players, they've arrived at the peak. They see themselves as not gonna learn anymore. They don't want to see themselves as trying to move on again. They want to rely on the salary, on the weekly wages, and before you know it, it's just the problem I see with this Thomas Lemar that has been linked with without ceasing. From about 2017 till today, he has been always linked at every transfer season. He will always be linked to Arsenal. When we actually wanted to buy him, but it wasn't possible, maybe because of the delay that came from us and things like that. At the end of the day, he ended up going to Atletico Madrid. So for me, I think Thomas Lemar is a very nice player, no disrespect. But for me, I don't see him, making it a hit in our club because probably because he has arrived, maybe because his name is one of the big names, that maybe you can be talking about when you talk about European football. He could be one of the players that people might be talking about. But for me, I think actually is going to be better for us to go for Fraser, because Fraser is actually doing so well in Bournemouth now. Sheffield United, Fleck has been doing well also. So for this reason, for me, I think Fleck and Fraser could be okay for us in that attacking midfield position, where we will not have so many options, moving forward. And these guys, they already know the league very much well. So it could be okay for them to, just be slotted into the team and they'll begin to do well. So for me, I think it's actually going to be okay for us to see if we can finally bring in one of these guys and we make things moving. Because for me, Fleck is not going to learn anything new again. It's only going to be turned around by the innovations that Arteta is bringing into our club. And Fraser is equally going to be, turned into what Arteta wants him to be. And that is just that. But, there's nothing like a new culture, new league and things like that. So it's actually going to pay us a lot if you check Adam Lallana of Liverpool. He wasn't all that spectacular when he came in. But today, look at the brand of game. Look at Henderson, the brand of game he plays, So these are the kind of examples that you have to draw from such players, and players that will be coming from outside may come in and they may not, actually suit into the current day deal, and you'll probably be losing it. So for me, I think these guys are actually going to be one of the reasons why Arsenal could be moving forward from now. Because for me, they already have this winning mentality. They're going to be bringing in maturity. They're going to be bringing in that imposing presence. And this is actually what we need now. We need players that can take the ball by the horn and move forward without thinking, without fear of, any foreign face or something of that nature. So we feel it's actually going to be okay for us to really look for players that are willing and able to carry on. So for me, I think if we are going to be going for Soares Cedric, for me, I think what I'm seeing, if what I'm seeing is actually what is going to be obtainable. I see Soares Cedric's deal already concluded, because for me, I think Southampton are already going for a replacement, and so for that reason, I think is almost done. Then that of a Fleck, for me, I think we have to go for him. If you check him, you go to what's the name of the club? Go to his club, you'll see that he's been very, very okay. He has been playing so well. The day we played them, the very first game and the second game, Fleck was very outstanding. He was very outstanding. That is a perfect player for me. He's such a perfect player. He has been doing so great. We want to see him moving forward. We want to see him coming into our team to, effect changes. Okay? So for me, I think Fleck is going to be a very nice add-on for us. And Fraser is going to be a very nice add-on for us. They've got the intensity, they've got the capability, they've got the strength, they've got the power, tracking back and moving forward. So these are the areas where we actually need to, because for quite some time now, Arsenal doesn't have these power-packed players that can, bully players around and, push on and on and on and, keep things moving. But most of our players are the kind of players that when they are bullied, they are off the game and they run off balance, and before you know it, they start conceding goals and things like that. Tracking back has always been a problem. So this is the real reason why, for me, I think it's going to be okay for us to go for Fraser and for Fleck. Fleck is a very nice player. Fraser is a very nice player. Thank you and God bless you. If you have anything contrary to this, I would like you to put it down at the comment section below. And if this is your very first time of watching my video, I would also suggest you go to the red subscribe button. You subscribe for me. Also go to the like and put a like on my video. Also try and share, even on to your Facebook page. Share to your friends. Invite your friends. Let them like and subscribe. Thank you and God bless you.